Hi, my name's Leigh and I'm the Doorways Facilitator for the Salvation Army here in the Derwent Valley. This week is Anti-Poverty Week, and so throughout the week we've been sharing some online videos or messages around our perspective on poverty and in particular raising the rate. So today I have with me Captain Di, who is the Corps Officer for the Salvation Army here in the Derwent Valley. Welcome, Di.
Thank you.
So I'd like you to, if you could, to just explain or advise around what your role is here in the Derwent Valley as a Corps Officer, and also your perspective on poverty and how you see that playing out in the local community.
Yes, well, my role involves church leader, community carer, mentor and often social justice advocate. I come from a large organisation, the Salvation Army is quite large, and I see my role in actually calling out issues that very often slip through the cracks. And what do I see in this particular community that might be driver for poverty, is I see the needs of people around mental health, medical, so their health and dental as primary drivers of poverty in this area, because let's face it, if you're in pain, physical, mental, or if you have a toothache, it's very difficult to front up for a job application or to try and lift yourself out of that way of life and to find a job and to seek something better in a significant way. And poverty means for some people little choice. So if you have a lot of work that needs to be done on your teeth, for example, and you can't afford it, you have to go through the public system, and it's often easier, cheaper and quicker to just have your teeth ripped out as opposed to having them repaired properly. And so waiting lists are very long, 2 to 3 years for some people if you want treatment. So, you know, it's a real problem. There are many people who are suffering from mild to quite serious anxiety, and so would seek a lot of comfort in having their own local doctor. But if you can't get into the medical centre, like as in our particular medical centre here, isn't taking any new patients. And so that's a real problem if you can't see your own local doctor.
Yes. Illnesses
are going underdiagnosed as well because of the lack of medical care and services where we live. And if you live rurally, the problem is compounded because there are little to no bus services only in the central areas, and so getting to the more populated areas where you might be able to get better services is a real problem too. I see as my final point that unless we're raising the rate for job seeker, we're creating an impossible situation for people to be able to fund themselves to get to services that might happen in the city or heavy populated areas, to be able to lift themselves out of these dire circumstances. So in actual fact, rather than everyone having equal access to these services, we're actually witnessing third world issues in our community here. So it's a real problem.
It is, and as you say, not a lot of choice. And as we know, in poverty is no voice and no choice. Well, thank you, Di. Thank you. You've raised some really important issues.